Good day, everyone. You are welcome to Career Talk Show. I am Laloyo Ronke Abiba. Today, we are going to talk about rape. You see, this rape is really disheartening and very sad. Hearing so many terrible news and events on the recent trend that has hit up the society. I can call it an immoral act, a shameful act, and even an unacceptable behavior in the society. In fact, it is an animalistic behavior. Today with me here, I have two guests which we are going to rub minds together on the topic rape. In the house today, I have two guests who will be interacting on the issue of rape. Why don't you sit down and relax as we go on with our interaction? You're welcome back to the show. I will allow my guests to introduce themselves to you. Now, over to you, my guest.
Good day, everyone. My name is Jolade Adelako. I'm a writer and at the same time I'm a humanitarian.
Hello, everyone. My name is Adeola Akintola, a psychologist, health practitioner, and humanitarian.
You're welcome. You are welcome once again to the show, Ms. Adeola and Ms. Jolade. Now, today, concerning what is trending in our society, we are talking about rape, right? We are talking about rape. Can we say, let me ask first, why do men rape? Why do men rape?
Men rape is there a straight answer to that? I don't think so. Because there are a lot of point factors to what we are talking about. Is it the immorality? Is it the culture? When we're talking about culture, we're talking about the position of men in our society. It gives them dominance. And dominance can either be right or wrong. So when the dominance is right, you know what happens. And when the dominance is wrong, you know what happens. What do you think?
What do you think, Adiola?
Why the men rape? Honestly, that thing still baffles me a lot. I don't know. Maybe it's me, but I thought about it severally, and I think the way these people are brought up is one of the factors. Like she has said earlier, the culture and all, and most especially these people who are their mentors, who are their role models. Because I don't know, for someone to wake up in the morning and say, okay, this person I'm looking at, I have to overcome this person, I have to rape this person. That means something must have gone wrong somewhere. So I don't know, maybe just for their own sexual gratification or because they feel they have to dominate.
Okay, excuse me, Diola. We are saying what you are trying to say is sexual gratification the common goal of rapists or what?
To a certain extent, to a large extent, I think sexual gratification goes a long way.
Goes a long way.
Yes, because I don't think someone in his right senses or right mind will just think, let me just rape this person for raping sake.
For raping sake, yes. Like.
Okay, well, sorry to cut in. When we are talking about sexual gratification, I would like to ask what sex education did the individual in person had, either when they were young or when they were growing up or now that they have grown. Because we see people of 80-year-olds, 70 boys down to boys upcoming men, 20-year-old, 25-year-old, 27-year-old doing what we are saying. Some are even in, don't tell me, aside the teenagers that you could say they are not too enlightened, some are not minors, sorry. Some are young men that have a sense of responsibility, so to speak. So what were they thinking sexually right from when?
So what you're trying to tell me that are they psychotic in nature, or did they need a psychiatric evaluation from afar in order to, I don't know how to put this, just trying to say.
Actually, it's when you're talking about psychiatric evaluation, if we go out there and pick 10 people at random, then you know that a lot of things happen below the clothes.
Below the clothes, okay. So many things happens in the closet that is not even open to the outside world.
Exactly.
Okay, and
Fear alone.
And you said something like domineering figure. Also, the other also said about domineering figure. Who is actually, you actually talked about who is teaching these particular rapists. Let me call them rapists. Who is their mentor? I mean, who are their mentor? Who mentored them? Like who is doing as an who is a godfather? Can I say a godfather to them? I don't think there is anything like sexual education in Africa. Sorry to say, because majorly our African mothers who are meant to be the educator are not even there to educate us.
Well,
Instead, they base their education on we girls, like you have to this is how to do when you get to your husband's house, like what you have to do, you have to satisfy. In the process of in the process of educating we girls, they forgot our boys.
well, it's not the mother's duty, main duty, to do that self. I
Okay.
don't know. What will the father or the dad be doing while the mother do the educating and all? It's it's all about the family setting. Nobody is should be excluded,
Okay.
whether the father, the mother. In training their kids, nobody should be excluded. That is my own mindset. Because if you as the mother is trying to let the boy know that this is wrong, you don't look at a lady lustfully. You learn to lower your gaze while looking at someone, while looking at a woman, while looking at a girl. You learn to lower your gaze, you learn to do things, you learn to use your brain instead of using your groin.
That means you are talking about self-control or
Yes,
it's
then
regulation or what? What should
yes,
I
self
call it?
control majorly. That means if you have to talk about this, then it's not only the mother that should be doing this. The fathers most especially should be doing this because they should be the mentor to their boys.
That will take us to another topic entirely.
Okay.
In this society, the state of AWOL, so to speak,
Okay.
absence without leave of
Okay.
our own fathers when we're growing up. Picking 10 families in this part of the world right now, we know that 6 of them have their fathers available but absent.
Yes.
You know,
Okay.
the role of a mother is to mother my kids.
Yes.
No one's being full housewife. I don't want to go into that full housewife.
So what you're saying that there is no that full father figure in the house.
Exactly. I married you. You have to be the mother of my kids. You have to be the wife.
Okay.
No, what is the father doing? Fine, you go out there to cater for the needs, but there are some emotional needs that cannot be quantified with money. Not everything
Okay.
is money. Not everything is material resources. At some point, a mother can be a mother, but to mother a boy child, and now a mother can't do it.
Yes.
Okay. I
Yes.
think
Even to mother a girl child, the mother can do it. There are some things the father has to
Contribute to the emotional component
of the girl, not of the child generally.
okay. So what we are trying to say here now is that the father and the mother are responsible for the sex education of their wards or their children,
Not the parents.
not the
alone.
parents alone.
Yes.
Okay.
Because if you look at it, most part of a child's life is spent outside the home.
Outside the home. I mean,
Yes.
outside the home as well.
Because they'll go to school.
But apparently they use how many hours in school? Last from 8 to at least maybe minimum of 3 p.m. and maximum of 4
Now, within
p.m.
that period of time, okay, example
Okay.
now, a child that leaves home around 8 a.m. comes back maybe 3 or 4 p.m.
Okay.
Now, compare it to being at home within the period of that 4 p.m. till maybe 9 or 10 when they will sleep.
When they will sleep.
They
Okay.
wake up again in the morning. Tell me, what?
But they still have weekends though, like Saturday and
Yes,
Sunday.
but most parents will use that weekend to do so many other household chores that are being unplanned.
What of during holiday
Now,
period? Because we have 13 weeks
what I'm
that's
trying,
on school calendar.
I know. But
Okay.
what I'm trying to say now is that it is not only the parents that should be doing this. The teachers,
Okay, the teachers also.
in fact, if looking at it very well, teachers have more closeness to these kids than some parents.
But
Because there are sometimes some kids don't want to talk to their parents. That is why you have to be, as a parent, you have to be your kid's best friend. I keep on saying that you have to grow a very strong relationship with your kids so that they will be able to talk to you. If you have a child and the child is not giving you some hints about his or her life, that means something is wrong somewhere. And before you know
That's
it, these kids will get mentorship from somewhere
okay.
else.
That's types of
But
parenting.
being, when you are close to your kids, when they can tell you anything, when they can talk to you at any point in time, then they'll be able to express some things and you'll be able to point to them, right? Like, okay, this is what is right and
And
this
this
is
is
what is wrong. If being a teacher, you can't talk to your kids without shouting on them, without opening eyes for them, then you are doing it wrong because they will not come to you. And sometimes we have some teachers that they look at it and say, ah, look at that girl. She has a very big backside and all. Your kids, your students are learning from. Yes, your students are learning from them. They will say,
okay.
ah, uncle said that too. Why can't I say it?
Okay.
Or uncle look at your uncle. Uncle looked at that girl lustfully. Why can't I do that too?
Okay. Because
So the factors are many. It is not only parental factors.
okay.
The parents have their role to play. No,
The teacher have their role to
the
play.
parents have a major role to play, and the society too has a role to play.
Okay.
If you as an individual have that mindset that okay, this thing is wrong, I have to let others know that this thing is wrong, then some people else will look at you and they'll say, this person did it like this. For example, now as a Christian, they'll tell you the world is not reading their Bibles again, they are reading you. That is applicable to everybody. It is very, very applicable to everybody. You are someone's Bible. You are someone's Quran. You are that thing that someone looks up to and watches. That if this person can, if you look at upcoming artists and how they compete with those that are there, that okay, so this one has like 4 baby mamas. I have to meet up to that. No, that is
Is a criteria.
Yes, that is the society's mindset.
Sorry for interrupting. Is there a society without a culture, or we can never live? I mean, there is no society without a culture. And can I say, is rape a culture or an initiation to manhood? Or we talk about domineering or dominant figure. Yeah. Yes. I'm a man. I must show them I'm a man. Like, is it a culture or?
Talk about this. I can't say it is not a culture actually.
And it's
but
not an initiation to manhood. Okay.
If we look at the types of rape we have,
okay,
then you understand better.
Okay, please can you shed more light on the types of rape we have?
Okay.
Types of rape that we have. Well.
Okay. Or should we start from definition of rape? I guess it is very complicated in nature, in concept. So should we even narrow it down to types alone, or how should we do it?
Well, rape generally, all of us know what it means.
Okay.
To a layman and even the
Cambridge meaning. Okay.
Okay. Down to the forceful having the forced sex.
Okay. Okay, maybe I should put it in my answer. Having a forceful, a compelling intrusion.
Yes, into someone's private part without their consent. But if we look at it very well, consent too can be sought. In fact, some will tell you that it is consensual when there is a form of threat.
Okay.
Yes. We have somebody that said, just talk about this thing, I'll kill you.
I'll kill you. That's a threat. Okay.
Or do you want to? Okay, let's look at it like this. All these our Nigerian university lecturers and all, they'll tell you, if you know you want this particular grade, you have to go down. Now,
can we call that rape? Or because at the end of the day,
some of them are still rape because most of these ladies are not okay with it. In fact, some of them they were being forced.
They were being forced, like, yes. I'm doing it, but it's not coming from my mind. So it's not that I was caught in an action like rape. Some people or some men attacked me from behind, like, oh, forceful intrusion. Or no. I know that I'm going to do this with this particular man, but I don't have a choice.
that is where consent comes in. Choice, consent.
Okay.
In the case of rape, the victim do not always have choice. They have to
Okay.
succumb.
Succumb. Okay.
They don't always have choice. They have to succumb. So where is the consent? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so give us that will actually lead us to forms of rape or types of rape.
Yes, we have
Okay.
so many types.
If we keep talking about types, I believe we will miss out some important details. Yeah,
Okay.
there may be 6 types of rape, 10
Okay.
types of rape, or even 20. But are we capturing individual experiences? Because in 2016, as of 2016,
Okay.
174,000 cases were reported.
Okay.
Cases of rape, and it was noticed that only 1,000 was reported.
Reported.
And out
Okay.
of this 1,000 that was reported, only 18.1 have been acted upon.
Imagine.
So
Okay.
if we keep categorizing rape based on what we see or based on what we hear, I believe we miss out something.
Okay.
But I would like to say this: every human being has a sense of right or wrong. Because if I slap you, you know that it is wrong to do so. If I give you money without you working for it, you smile and say thank you. So there is a sense of knowing what is right and what is wrong. But one thing that has allowed rape to occur in our society is this: the justification system. You were talking about culture the other time. You know that our culture, especially Yoruba culture, a Yoruba lady, so I will speak from that perspective. We believe that
Okay.
elders cannot be wrong. So if an elder person came to report your, imagine someone raped your daughter, came to report your daughter of seducing him and wants to ruin his marriage, and she's not
Oh.
beating your daughter
Start acting on that.
because an elderly person
Okay.
is always right or
Always right.
mostly right. So it has a lot of individual experiences.
That actually,
Wow.
I can actually remember or recollect a story about a Greek god. Story is it a Greek story? Let me say a Greek story that there is a god, an antenna god. There is this particular temple, antenna temple. There is this particular man, powerful man. They call him Poseidon. Sorry, I can't actually pronounce Greek names very well. Poseidon. It can also be called the sea god, and there is a lady Medusa. Fortunately, Medusa was the most beautiful girl most beautiful lady out of the ladies in the community then. That's in the Greek, no, not here. So, and she's always like bragging about her beauty. In short, she was raped by the sea god inside the antenna temple. Instead of the antenna god should punish the rapists, Medusa was punished. And what was her punishment? Her beautiful hair was turned into serpents.
Okay.
Serpent, and anyone who dare to look into her eyes will immediately turn to a stone. Can you see the situation? The rapists got away.
So that means
Uh-huh.
the victim is
So,
punished
the
for
okay.
rape. Okay.
Why are you dressed the way you are dressed?
It's still happening.
I will still
In the
have
recent
to.
time.
I would still like to take a look into the culture a bit.
Okay.
Because in Africa, Nigeria to be precise, we still have some culture that says, okay, a lady should keep herself to marriage, but there are no exceptions to rape.
Okay.
So the victim will be blamed for being
raped.
Instead,
Okay.
there are cultures in which a thunder will strike a lady that had sex before marriage. Not considering whether it was rape
Raped or
whether it was consented. And you could see it on social media there. Rape apologists will call them. Why did she dress indecently?
that reminds me the case of
Why was she
Barakat.
looking at the rapist the way he was
Smiling at the rapist. She was smiling. Why would she be going about smiling unnecessarily, showing that people like walking around from?
Why would she have such beautiful gestures, such captivating gestures? You could see people all around justifying that. And this is why victims don't want to open up. Stigmatization. Oh, that lady that has been
Okay.
raped, who would marry her?
We marry her.
Will I be seen with somebody that has been raped? What if I get to
You're about to get married.
the
They'll
family?
just trace your history.
Short. Don't let anybody know. So you
Uh,
can
Don't
be able
spoil
to
our
get.
name.
Don't
uh-huh.
spoil our name. So it also points to the justification system. There is no true justice of what we're saying,
Uh,
and the victim gets to punish. So the victim is undergoing such experiences, bitterness, unforgiveness, and whatever that comes with it, and there is no justice.
there's no justice. There is no proper
There is
justice.
no proper justice.
So, whom should a girl call, a lady call immediately after being raped? Is it the policeman, the doctor, a doctor, or a lawyer, or an elderly person in the family or the community?
If you're talking about this particular society we find ourselves
Uh,
in, Nigeria, ah, that is a very dicey question to ask.
okay.
Because for you to go to the policeman that you are being raped, they start tossing you around. Get this, do that. Yeah, we have to fill our people to apprehend this. Are you sure this person? They will start asking unnecessary questions. If you have to call on your lawyer straight away, of course, you might get some things done, but some damages will have occurred. I would suggest, in my own view, I would suggest that if it is possible for you to call all of them at the same time, while if, for example, if it's someone you know, if the rapist is someone you know, if it's someone you know, probably an uncle, a friend, someone you are very familiar with, then I would suggest you go to the policeman straight away. At least the person has a name, the person has a face. You go to the policeman, and I'm very certain that in the course of going to the policeman, if you have your lawyer with you, if you are able to afford a lawyer, if you have a lawyer, then you go along with your lawyer. And I'm very certain that going through that process, if the lawyer is someone that has sense, that is ethically upright, the person will know that he has to hold the policemen to their work and also seek for medical attention for the client. So for you to just say, let me go to the policeman straight up, so many things will go wrong. For you to say that you're going to the doctors, especially in Nigerian health centers, they tell you, have you gotten a police report or the police?
So the person must have a police report before
you want yourself checked after you've been raped. So
Okay.
in this particular situation, there is no one in particular that let me just call this one, I'll call this one later. No, if it is possible for you to get a hold of them at the same time, just go ahead
And get a trusted friend behind.
get a trusted
That won't
person,
stigmatize
someone
you.
that will not judge you, that will not go about telling you where were you, how did you dress, what happened, how did it happen, such questions, silly questions like that. Get someone that you can trust around you to help you out in this particular situation, because you cannot do it alone. And most especially if you are the victim and you're not thinking, what would people say? You want to cover it up. You don't have to do that. In this particular age, thank God, so many people are coming up speaking against rape. Just let your voice be heard.
We should speak up.
Speak up. It is important for someone to speak up. Even if you think nobody will believe you, or nobody, or some people will stigmatize you, or people will start calling you names, or people will start justifying the fact, or people will start judging you. Let anybody say whatever you want. Make sure you speak up. There are so many organizations, there are so many people out there that are willing to go about to help you fight your cause
With confidentiality.
Yes.
Okay.
And I suggest a rape victim to seek for help after all this probably medical and all.
Even what of psychological?
Because it is traumatizing.
Okay.
To be sincere, it is traumatizing for someone to get herself intruded upon like that.
Caught unaware.
Because it is intrusion on your privacy. For you to get that intruded upon, that means you would have gone through so many traumatizing experiences.
Okay, with all this said, what do you think would be the prevention for rape? Because the
Okay,
way it
like
keeps being on skyrocket for some time now and it keeps increasing.
Yes, we have
It
to
is
do
said
some
that
things in
every
place.
minute,
okay.
especially in, okay, I read that in India, every minute,
Rape
every
occurs.
5 minutes, rape occurs.
India. When
So
you talk
with
about
that,
India,
I
when you talk
think
about
we
South
should think
Africa,
about prevention measures. Okay, should both boys and girls, because boys are being raped too, even though
But
we
okay.
do
So,
have
so what should be the proper law for rapists? Like
Papa, I don't think there is any punishment that can justify what has been
what
done.
has been done, but
But
at
it's
least
just
we should
that
have scapegoats. Like
offenders should not go unpunished.
Unpunished.
But I would
okay.
like to say, kids now, after sex education, self-defense is much
Oh,
better.
that's
Because
actually good.
when there is self-defense, you can get to defend yourself. I think to some extent, we have been talking about running, screaming, shouting for some
Okay.
time now, but what if there is no one close
around.
to help out?
Close. So you mean self-defense is very is
Yourself.
very
Exactly.
let's say very important and
Girls
necessary
should be conscious of where they are.
already. Yeah.
Because you should try and trust your instincts too. I'm very,
Okay.
very certain that if somewhere or something is wrong for you, your instincts would have told you. So try and learn to trust your instincts, learn to defend yourself, learn to try and curtail your movements. And if you are known to pass through one particular road or something, try and maybe maneuver some other ways
So to
of
be
getting to
conscious of
your
the environment.
Okay,
of
that
the
means
environment.
don't be stick to a particular route.
A particular route.
Okay.
And if you notice that there are some people or someone is telling you or something, make sure you head for a well-lit area and a well-populated area. At least I'm very certain that someone that has
Irrational.
that is rational won't come about
Okay.
raping you amidst
People
tons of people.
people will get to the weekend.
Oh, you've added up for my guests, and I think they are all saying they stand against all forms of rape and domestic violence. I also stand against all forms of rape and domestic violence. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate for you for attending to you for rubbing minds together, Adiola and Jola Ade. I really appreciate you once again, and hope you won't mind coming to the show once again if invited. Okay, so viewers, if you have anything, any information, any questions to ask, thank God we have an humanitarian here and we have a counseling psychologist in the house. You can always reach us on the following number showing on the screen, and please do like, watch, and comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel at TCF Online TV. Thank you all. I love you.